Frank VanderSloot is joining us. You know, Frank, very instrumental in the Rubio campaign, a very big donor. And Frank, now you see Marco Rubio stepping out. Could you envision, Frank, Donald Trump reaching out to Marco Rubio to join a ticket?
Gosh, I don't have any idea about that, Neil. But I will say you've got quite a program going there. I've been listening in, and I just want to say I agree with Charlie's opinion on how this is going to play out in the Republican Party.
Thank you, sir.
But, so that he's not a gimme.
Can we get him on the
not a gimme. But I do want to ask you: do you think it is possible, with the bad blood between them notwithstanding, that Trump could see an asset, and would you see or recommend, if he did see an asset in Marco Rubio, having on the ticket with him, despite all the nasty things they said to each other?
I can't imagine it, but I'm not the advisor to Marco on that, but I can't imagine that.
Who are you going to support now?
Well, clearly we go to Plan B now. I believe that there are many men and women in this party and in the nation that believe that noble, honorable men and women with that are courageous and very bright make the best leaders. All
right. Well, there are only two others besides Trump who are currently in the race: John Kasich, right, and Ted Cruz.
Well, yes.
So, are you going to support one of those guys?
In the list I just gave you, I think Donald Trump is disqualified in several of those categories. So, yeah, for me, Ted Cruz and John Kasich clearly have many, or if not most of, or all of those attributes. So, it's going to be a decision for me personally between those two.
Now, could you support Donald Trump if he does get the delegates necessary to be the nominee?
I'll tell you this: if Donald Trump becomes the president of the United States, I'm going to support Donald Trump. But I think
wait a minute,
America,
not when he's president, but if he's campaigning for president, if he were the nominee, would you support him?
No, that's if it's between him and Hillary Clinton, then I've got to choose Donald Trump. But I think it's you're choosing actually between two evils in that scenario. And I hope we don't have to make that choice. I'm just hoping that America does not have to make that choice. I think that's a lose-lose deal for this country.
All right, but you could do it. If you had to, push comes to shove, you could do it. You would do that.
Look, I don't think enough is being said about the Supreme Court. And we know where Hillary's going to go with the Supreme Court. Okay. We don't know where Donald's going to go with that. There's not much discussion about that. But I'd go with Donald Trump just because, you know, you don't have Hillary's pick. You've got maybe a chance to have a conservative on the Supreme Court, but you don't know that for sure.
Frank, good talking to you. Frank VanderSloot, big backer. Marco Rubio, we'll see where he turns his attention.